What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Well, as we all know, the Los Angeles Lakers lost in a heartbreaker to Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, who had been struggling all day with his jump shot, it what essentially became the game-winning three-pointer. As LeBron Ramon James, who had nailed 6 out of his previous 10 three-point attempts in a 39-point stat padding effort, kerplunked a brick at the buzzer to lose the game. JJ Redick falls to 12-11 as the head coach of the Lakers. 12-11. At the same time, last year, Darvin Ham was 13-9 in the first 23 games. And you had LeBron fanboys saying that wasn't good enough. They should be number 1 in the NBA, and that Darvin Ham should be fired immediately. They never gave him credit for any victories. And every time they lost, it was Darvin Ham or D'Lo's fault. Now, these same obstinate fellows, previously obstinate fellows, are so understanding now all of a sudden when it comes to JJ Redick. Now all of a sudden, they're so quiet and they're making excuses. And they're pointing the finger at anybody that's black, outside LeBron Ramon James, that is, and not at this guy. This guy who is out of his depth, destroyer of clipboards. The Los Angeles Lakers don't look very good, in my opinion. They should be able to beat Portland. They're going to be at home. The game will be on Sunday. But you never know with this club. You just never know. Another thing that bothers me about JJ is his interviewing style. He hates doing interviews, even though he should have known from the get-go that's part of the job. And it's weird, because when he does give interviews, he's simultaneously saying a lot, but then saying nothing. Bunch of, what's the phrase I like to use? A bunch of gobbledygook. So let's look at it. The Los Angeles Lakers are averaging 112.3 points per game. Last year, they averaged 118. But listen to LeBron fanboys, the offense looks so much better. The ball movement. Blah, blah, blah. They're giving up 116.6 points per game, 23rd out of 30 teams. Defensive rating, 118.2, 26 out of 30 teams. And they're losing by a margin of 4.2 points per game. 4.2. Last year, the Lakers actually won by a margin of 0.6 points. They actually scored more points than they gave up, and that wasn't enough for LeBron fans. This year, they're losing by a margin of 4 points a night, and somehow it's crickets. Somehow they have no criticisms of JJ Redick. He's a bad coach. He's bad all across the board. He doesn't coach out there when the team is in disarray. He doesn't make timely timeouts. He's not a good interviewer. I don't think he's that great a strategist. I think he's in his head most of the time. He implodes. And I can't wait for Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham to line up against this guy on the sideline. I don't think they play each other until like February or something. But when they do play, I think it's going to be must-see TV. And I predict that the Milwaukee Bucks, barring the officials getting in the way, but we know how they do, because they try to do everything they could to help the Lakers down the stretch yesterday. Now, Atlanta didn't shoot more free throws, but that's because the Lakers were just fouling. I mean, it was just too obvious. It had been too obvious that the league is rigging the games for the Lakers if they had to call certain calls, certain fouls. But at the end of the day, the game shouldn't even went to overtime if we watched the game. Atlanta should have won that game in regulation. Let's look at this, though. Los Angeles Lakers are shooting 47.5% from the floor this season. And last year, under the great Darvin Ham, they shot 49.9%. But somehow that wasn't enough for LeBron fans. It just simply wasn't enough. Last year, they shot 37.7% from three. This year, with the intricate offense, they're shooting 35%. But somehow, you don't hear a peep from LeBron fans about the ineptitude of the team and its performance. They're down across the board. The only stat that they really do well in are free throws. They're number one in fewest fouls, which that's every year. And watch how magically, when LeBron retires, the very next year, all of a sudden, they're going to be right in the middle of the pack or near the end of the NBA when it comes to free throws. Watch how it just disappears. You know what I'm saying? All this, they don't foul. And, they get a lot of their buckets and cut, through cutting to the rim, and a lot of their shots, they draw. They're really good at drawing fouls and all this bull. Watch how that disappears when LeBron retires. But when is JJ gonna get smoke from the media, for the little media? Or maybe I'm answering my own question by saying that or asking that. But when are they gonna give him smoke, man? Are they gonna say anything about this guy? Where are all the memes at? Where are all of the jokes? Last year I kept seeing all these memes about Darvin Ham and making fun of the bullet hole in his head and how he's standing there with his hands in his pockets and he's inept and all this stuff. All this self-hate just oozing through my screen from social media. It's all quiet right now. It's all quiet from these bums living in their basements. A cockroach every other floor tile. Where they at? Where y'all at? Where are you? Huh? Why are you so quiet? Why are you lowering your expectations now? Look at BSPN. Now all of a sudden, the team stinks. You won't say that at the beginning of the season when they was 3-0. You won't say the team stink then. Let you have your little victories, but we knew it was short-lived. What's going on now? Huh? Didn't the organization say the next Pat Riley? All of a sudden now, here comes the media creating their little exit strategy for their king. Once again, no responsibility. He picked this guy. Never any responsibility when it comes to this dude. But what does he know about responsibility? Nothing. Never been taught how to be a man. Man, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.